Hi guys, welcome back. Today's video we are going to peel some oranges and we're going to dehydrate them. I want to use them for a tincture, and I heard that orange peel is really good for that. So I started and I forgot to turn my camera on, so I'm going to bring you guys along. Here we go. So all I did was I trimmed both ends off, and then I just got as much of the pith off of it that I could, and I went ahead and put that in there too. So I started at the top and just went down, and now I'm going to turn it over to the other side. And I've got, it's not very dainty, I'm just going straight down, and it seems to be just getting the peel. And see, it didn't get the pith on the back, so. Smells so good. Love the smell of oranges. Alright, and then I'll finish these off and use them. Here you can tell what I did. Just cut the very end off. And then I took my knife and just got as much as I could off of it. So it worked out pretty good. Well, it was a little bit harder. Okay, and then I got both sides, so let me go get another tray. Been trying to keep up with dehydrating, so about every weekend I don't turn the dehydrator on with my herbs because I don't want to dry them out too much, so I just place them in here and cover them up, let them dry naturally. About every weekend they're done. So I just cleaned off some oregano and thyme. What else did I get? Oh, some basil. Some regular sweet basil. So, alright. Then I thought I'd dry these out because these actually need to dehydrate. So I thought I'd turn them on and see how many hours I can get today with it being the weekend. This is the first time I ever did it, so I just bought 4 oranges. We'll see how much it makes. Maybe I'll keep doing it as long as I can find oranges in some of my thyme that got hung up. Okay. And then we'll just turn the dehydrator on until they get all nice and dehydrated. Alright. Okay, it's been a few hours later. It seems to be, if you heard that or not, but it seems to be pretty much done. I'm kind of testing each one, make sure they're done. Like that one just didn't break, it kind of bent. See, like that one broke right away. Some of them might need a little bit longer. Some of them are just really brittle. This one's see, that one kind of bent. It didn't really, that one broke. Might have depended on where the tray was too. I didn't rotate them. A lot of times I like to rotate them so they all get the same amount, because this looks like this whole tray's done. Yep, this whole tray's done. Okay. Looks like that one was a little bit. So I decided to cut up the oranges and dehydrate them. We'll see how that works. So I just took them, and they're not done yet, so I just turned them over. I think what I'm going to do is get them up off the bottom. Maybe they'll dry faster. See, I had them clear on the bottom. I knew these were going to take a little bit longer to dry out. Thought they'd be good in some tea or something. Okay. Get them up off the ground, or off that bottom layer a little bit. I think I'll do one more layer. Get them off a bit higher up. Okay. Turn it on for a little bit longer. Just a little bit. Maybe I'll get a cup's worth by the time. I think I'll leave that open in case those are a little bit warm. I don't want to trap the moisture in there, so we'll leave that off. Alright. So my rosemary that I did in July 3rd, it's August 8th, so it's a little bit more than a month now. I'm going to go ahead and, because I want to start another batch going. So, get the tape off of here. I'm going to strain it out of here. Quite a bit. Look how green it is. You see that? So I'm just going to let this drain out of here for a little bit. Try not to, this is a pretty fine strainer. I'm going to let that sit there for a little bit and then we'll bottle it up. It looks like, let's see, looks like a cup. It looks like about a cup and a third. We'll let that sit there, drain out. I hate to push it through. We'll see how that works. Alright, bring you back. To get some mulch, get it on top of all this. Okay, this was my rosemary that I got. I'm just going to throw it in the sink. You can see that. I'm just going to throw it in there with some water. Mush it around. Notice when I was cutting there was a little bit of dirt on some of the stems and stuff. Okay, I'm going to let that sit for a little bit. Let it rinse off. Sometimes the little bugs and stuff will come to the top. Get them out of there. Let that soak for a little bit. We are going to cut up our rosemary. Oh, forgot to dry it off. Hang on. That was just one little sprig. Okay. So when I did the rosemary cut off, it's not the hard, it's the soft ends. So what I'm going to do, I kind of hold it like this, where the leaves are going down, and every 1/4 inch or something. So it's cutting the stems and it's also cutting the leaves. I think last time I did it and put it on the cutting board, but I was afraid I was losing so much of the oils because they would land on the board. So I'm trying to, because I can feel them in my fingers. Kind of sticky. You want all that goodness. Watch your fingers. I've been known to cut myself. Time or two. Sticky, sticky. Gonna be just about right what I need. I don't know how many sprigs I had. Probably 10 or 12, be my guess. Like I said, I just used the top where it's the new sprouting, so the woody part's not being used. Okay. Alrighty. And I'm using just a cheap 100 proof, which is 50% alcohol. We may have to add some more to it, but you can see it's floating. Just want to make sure it's all covered, and I stir it up, try to get all the air bubbles out of it. So I'm going to add more. See how it's kind of sticking up? And it'll sink. The longer it's in there, it'll sink. And you just shake it up every day. See how it's floating? Okay. There we go. Mark it. I'm just going to use the same one that I had. We're going to put a new date on it. There you go. Okay, so I marked my little dropper bottle. And I know I'm going to have extra, so I also marked it what it was and put a date on there. And so I don't get messy. So I've heard to just fill it to about there, so that way you have room for your dropper without overflowing. I got these little funnels online, but I got the glass bottles online, and you want your brown bottle. Every little drop. Okay. So, put that lid on that. So from what I've read, and it looks like I've kind of played with the dropper, no matter how full it is, it only gets about that much, and it says one dropper, about 1 or 2 droppers twice a day. So I've been telling my husband to do 1 dropper twice a day. We tried it a little earlier. I think we're going to put it in our coffee. Maybe just, you can do it in water or whatever, but I think our coffee and then our drink in the evening. But it's supposed to help with your memory, with your brain. And Jim's family has dementia and Alzheimer's, so I figured if I start now, maybe it'll help him, I'm getting old. I'm getting forgetful, so I'm doing it too. All right. I just wanted to bring you guys along, but you guys read up on this. That's what I've done. Every video it says, I'm not a doctor. Neither am I. I've just been reading, and I'm going to try it, It's not going to hurt me. And I'm not taking medicine, so if you're taking meds, you need to make sure you read and see if there's any effects. So, y'all just do your due diligence, and like me, and read up. Alright. Hi guys, welcome back. We are going to make a bitters recipe for digestion. I need a little help. I had the camera turned on, and we get to repeat this. We'll see how long the camera stays on. Try again. Alright. So, the recipe I had, it just went through the list, and I just watched it, and there really wasn't much measurement. So, it didn't have peppermint. So I added about 1 cup of my peppermint, and then I did about 1/2 cup of my orange peel that I did the other day, and the recipe had 7 cinnamon sticks, so that's what I did. Okay, now you're up to date. Alright. You gotta keep looking over there to see if it shut down. Okay, then it's star anise, and there are about 3 of them in, so I have not tasted these in a recipe, so I didn't put too many. They're strong. Cloves, and she really didn't show the cloves. I'm just gonna put about that many in, maybe a few more. I've read that it can get strong. And then black pepper, and again she didn't show how much black pepper, so I'm just gonna do a little bit. black pepper, and ginger. So I had some ginger, and it said to cut them up so it gets a chance for the liquor to get all down in there. Sorry. So that's 2 little handfuls. On the ginger, she didn't show that either. So okay. It's pretty. Alright, so really the only thing I added was the peppermint. Alright. My digestion is not the best, so that's why I'm doing this. Everything I've read and watched talks about the cleansing of the liver and cleaning out your system, and being over 60, it's probably about time I get cleansed out, right? Well, might as well finish it off. I think I'm going to add some more peppermint. I like peppermint. The other stuff, I'm not too sure about what to add. Since I got a bunch of it. Anything else I added about the amount that I should, according to what she made. So this is the only thing I'm adding extra. Okay, 4 to 6 weeks. I'm going to shake it every day. And we'll see how it does. I'll bring you guys back. I'll make sure and label it and put a date on it. And it'll be bitters. And I'll keep the recipe so I know what I did, and we'll taste it and see. Maybe I want to change it up. But I do know I got the bitters flavors in there that's supposed to do what the bitter herbs are. Alright, thank you guys for coming along. Thank you guys for following. Be sure to subscribe down below and hit the notification bell, and y'all come back and see me. Alright, bye bye.